shit too. You all was the one ever since my hair was me and my brothers be ballin' like all three. I can never leave my brother Mario Luke. I can't tell the weather, but I can feel it in the air, rain coming soon. Oh, they talking hot, cool, and more vibe. Making shower on the block, no shampoo to the metal.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the 2434 podcast, where anything is possible and we learn from our wins and losses. Hex speaking, and today we're going to have something special for y'all. So in this video, we're going to go over Rico Hines' private runs, You Have to Be a Real Dog, featuring Paul George and Kevon Looney, and more. So in this video, I'm going to take time to go over how Paul George gets his buckets and gets to his spots. Apparently he's the smoothest person in the NBA. Don't you know? Don't you know? I would play this song, I would play some Erykah Badu, but I know for a fact I would like to make money off this video. So, with that being said, thank you to Rico Hines Runs for constantly allowing me to use their content. And with that all being said, let's get it. Woo! This is great defense. Okay. Paul George is tight. They lost the last game. He's in the stance. He's pressing him. He's pressuring him. He's pressing him. He's pressing him. He gets a dribble handle to Pichon. He switches it. Look at him. He's engaged. He's locking this up. Tweens. He's on that. He's on that. He's there for the crossover. He's there for the crossover. Right, no, that's not there. Pichon goes to set the screen. He does a great job of hedging. The biggest problem, and I want you to understand something, the spin move is the most dangerous move in this position right here, is because sometimes you forget that this man is still here. As soon as he turns his back, Paul George is on it. Give me that! Great defense. So he brings the ball down. Behind the back, pause, hang, pulls up, got him to bite. Man right here slips to the cup. Good lay. That right there is called gravity. Sets a pick and roll behind the back, gets him to switch. What's supposed to happen is he's supposed to if they're going to switch, he needs to be attached. And the man who's in drop right now got to step up. But I think what happens is he's supposed to stunt, he's supposed to show and get back. Doesn't end up doing that. Good lay. Tough. Oh! When you're training, your goal when you're dribbling the ball, you should be able to be so comfortable with the ball that you know you can run the offense and know this guy's not going to steal it from you. Right here, between behind, protect it, pushes off, gives him some space. Right, bang, bang, got him. Right, Hot's playing his feet. This is wide open. Cash. He's got to hit that. So, alright, so he missed his first two shots. What he does, he puts his head down and gets a lay. The first thing I want y'all to pay attention to, Paul George is a strong dude. Because he's cut, he's in shape, he's in the weight room. He's able to create space for himself to lay this ball up. The second thing I want y'all to pay attention to, the ball is by his ear. Why? If he were to swipe at the ball, he's going to hit him in the face. There is nothing he can do in this position right here, except for foul. Second, I know his pec hurt like a mug, because I feel that elbow from here. Creates the separation, good lay. Okay, this is a good slow step. Goes downhill. Gather. Right, left. Now, Paul George times his steps, and he thinks he's going to go up immediately. But, because he's patient, Paul George is in no man's land, and when he goes up for this layup, he's going to get the score. Okay, this is a tough shot. Catches in the pinch post. Fakes over the right shoulder. Pound. Hops. Shoots it over two people like he's not there. Kobe. The biggest thing I want y'all to pay attention to is, as I said in my previous video, it's not about whether they're there or not, or whether this is open or not. It's about, can he get the ball to the shot pocket and get it over both of them. He uses a high release point. To young players who watch this video, do not try this at home, because if you miss this, your coach said that you had two people wide open, you had three people on you. Why you ain't think to pass the ball? So, since he's Paul George, he can do this. He uses a high set point. Shoots shoots it over both of them. Cash. That was sorry. Brings the ball down. Smokes the layup. I think he got caught in between doing a dunk and a layup. I think he wanted to punch this, but in the end, he didn't get out. He didn't get high enough. Missed the layup. Got the rebound. Pound his guy on the jump. Right, he goes into his body. He does a good job hollowing out and anticipating the bump. And I'm pretty sure he has a hand on his back, but I don't know. The first reason why I let him to miss this layup, he's not really on balance. He tried to go up with it quickly. 2, I would suggest use an up fake. After you make the contact, use an up fake, he's going to jump. When you jump, look for an angle around him instead of doing this. Instead of looking trash. I hate saying trash, but you get the point. Or, once you realize you had 3 people around you, there's 4 people around you. I'm very sure there's 5 people around you, and I'm pretty sure not all of them are your teammates. Once you realize you have 5 people around you, take it to the top. Somebody open. That right there is how you end up on the bench. If you ever want to sit there and get a role model, if you're a big man and you ever want to get a role model to watch Kevon Looney. Kevon Looney is a perfect example of sacrifice. He could when he came into college from UCLA, he was known as a sharpshooter. Believe it or not, he was known as a stretch big, but he trained himself and he trained his body and changed his game to keep a contract as a hustle guy. As a center that sets screens, plays defense, and lays the ball up when he's in front of the rim. And you start to see it in his game. Play your role. You do not need you to be a superstar. We need you to play your role. And he has 3 rings because of it. Remember that. First things first, he sets an action for the TikTok star. TikTok star, a.k.a. Jared McCain, drives hard middle, gets 1 to stunt. He's hit eyes, draws eyes. Paul George is wide open in the corner. As I always say, if you ever want to get easy shots for your teammates, it's all about paint touches. If you can get 2 feet in the paint and make passes, it makes the game a whole heck of a lot easier for you to play. Good shot, PG. So the first thing on a post-entry pass that everybody should do is cut. When you cut, you get an easy layup. Now, the biggest question is when to cut. Jared McCain does a really good job of knowing this. If you ever see the back of your opponent's head, go back door. That's 1. Sign number 2, if you realize that there's 3 people on one side, cut through to go to the other side. Sign number 3, when somebody sets a screen for you, use it and cut. A lot of times, what's the most frustrating thing in pickup, I can tell you from experience, I set screens to get some type of movement. They sit there and look at you like you're crazy. Nah, I don't want to move. Or da-da-da-da. Those are 3 times where you should automatically look to cut. Jerry McCain looks to cut because the guys he shows in the back of his head. He cuts back door. Good lay. Let's see if I call this. One of 2 things is going to happen. He's going to get him to overcommit this way. He's going to do a quick cross and attack for a right-handed layup or a dump off pass right here. Let's see what happens. Do y'all want to know what led me into that read? Is in this position right here. Looney's in a dunker. Looney is help. He's trying to close. His man trying to close the space, and he has a man right here. If he's a scorer, and he has help, right? Now, this man right here moved to come in here to help on Paul George. So now all he has to do is just worry about Looney. If he's paying attention, he can sit there and he has a quick cross, tagging the top foot, and blowing by for a dunk. I wouldn't do that because Kevon Looney is stout. For a dump or pass for a lay. But he goes for a dribble handoff for the ball, George. Right here. But what he's gonna do, he's gonna go right. Because that's where his space is at. Between cross goes. Look how low he's below his shoulders. He's hard to guard. You see this hand check right here? He swipes it off. Got him to drop. He's in his chest. Now he's low. Trick number 2. Look at the hand right here. Yes, this is a hook. Yes. A ref can't call that. But guess what? If a ref is baseline, he's not going to see his hand on your hip. So you better off stop complaining on it and better off using it. Then he gathers, takes his 2 steps, and goes up to 2. Now, this is why I say he's about 6'8", because this layup is difficult. You got Kevon Looney on this side. I would try to sit there and squeeze it up on the right side of the cup, and most likely hit the bottom of the rim. Paul George being Paul George and being 6'8", and being talented, The easier angle is a left-handed reverse. Good take, PG. Alright, remember the term I told you in my last video and the video prior to that? This is called gravity. They run a pick and roll. They get confused. Because originally, this is supposed to be a switch. Him realizing Pichon's a bad matchup for Paul George, he doesn't want to stay. And because he doesn't want to stay, he gives up a wide open lane to the rim. Go left, go left. I want y'all to pay attention from this possession, even though it didn't end up in a bucket. Is hands in his chest, behind the back. I want you to understand something. I'm slowing it down, but this is happening full speed. Once Paul George feels that he's cutting him off hard this way, he knows he can go back this way. And automatically, he's beat. A lot of scoring is about being able to read your defender's body position. Now, what happens? He slows down. His man helps. He draws three. Hits a behind the back pass to his teammate. Good pass. Just gotta make that. All right, to be brief, thank you for Rico Hines for allowing me to use your content as usual. So do I think Paul George is going to be, the 76ers is going to be a solid playoff team after watching his runs? I didn't get a lot of information from this. Jared McCain looks ready. I think he's going to be a solid player. He's going to average anywhere between 7 and 13 points. I believe because he doesn't look out of place. Now, the issue where he's going to have is Maxi's going to get his, PG's going to get his, and Embiid is going to get his if they're all healthy. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know the drill. We turn down.